In this video, we take a look at the layout files for the main layout of the Doodles app and also for the two dialogues that we demonstrated in the app's test drive, the color dialog and the line width dialog. Now here we're looking at the main.xml file, and you can see that the doodle view is the only element that we're using in this layout. Doodle view is a custom subclass of view, and as you learned previously in the Canon app, you have to fully qualify the name of your custom view class when you're placing it into an Android layout. So we're configuring a doodle view here, we're giving it an Android ID, and we're indicating that its width and height should match the parent, which, because this is the root element in the layout, means that the doodle view should occupy the entire screen of the device. Now for our color dialog, we've defined a table layout that consists of several table rows. This is what the layout looks like in design view. Let's go over to the XML view here, and you can see that we have a linear layout that contains a table layout, and towards the bottom here another linear layout with a view in it, which we use to display the color swatch showing you what the current color is, and then finally a button as well. So vertically in the main linear layout, we have a table layout followed by a linear layout containing a view, and the reason for this nested setup is so that we can put some padding around the view to separate it from other components. And then finally the button that the user can use to physically set the new color in the app. Now going back to our table layout, in the table layout we've defined table rows that represent the labels and seek bars that are for the alpha, red, green, and blue components of the color. So if I go back over to the design view here, you can see that we've right aligned each of the labels and that we have these 4 seek bars as well. Let's go back to our XML view. And in the XML view, we can see that the first table row consists of a text view and a seek bar. And basically, we've gone ahead and customized the seek bar slightly, indicating that we want its maximum value to be 255. By default, the minimum value is going to be 0. And the reason we did that is the alpha value, or the alpha component of a color, is a number from 0 to 255, and that's true for the red, green, and blue parts of the color as well. So we also placed some padding on the left and right side, and basically what this does is it ensures that our thumb doesn't get cut off when it's all the way at the left or all the way at the right side of the seek bar. Let's go back over to the XML once again. Our second row, again, we have a text view and a seek bar. In this case, it's the red label and the red seek bar. And once again, you see the Android max value of 255 for the seek bar. And we repeat that twice more with 2 additional table rows, one for the green settings and one for the blue settings as well. Now going down to the bottom here, just reiterating, we do have a button, and of course that button is the thing for which we will need to set up an on-click handler that captures the current color and sets it as the new drawing color. So we'll see that in our source code. Now finally we have the width dialog, and this is what it looks like in design view. Unfortunately, when you're working in design view, it always assumes that you're working with the entire size of the device's window. In this case, it's currently selected as a 3.7-inch WVGA screen, and of course I could go and select a larger screen or different configuration from this configuration menu. However, for a lot of people, working directly in the XML is often a quicker way to work. Now the GUI design tools are much better than they were when Android was first released, and they're continually getting better and better as well, but a lot of people still prefer to work directly in the XML once they get familiar with it. So in any case, for the width, the line width dialog, we've got a linear layout, and it's a vertical linear layout that consists of an image view which is where we're going to display the width of the line based on the user's seek bar chosen value. The seek bar is what they use to choose the width, and then finally we have the button that allows the user to set the width as the new drawing width. And you can see here for this seek bar that we are allowing a maximum value of 50. The minimum value is 0 by default. And then we also specify some margins and padding for the seek bar to separate it from the other components.